Howdy, meine Freunde. Ich heiße Effing Controller. Und willkommen auf der letzten Playen der Silentish Jaeger 4. That's Silent Hunter 4 for all the Tommies out there, in case you didn't understand my impeccable German. So yes, this is Silent Hunter 4, and if you asked me that old hackneyed question of if I was going to be sent to a desert island and I could only take one Silent Hunter game, it wouldn't be Silent Hunter 4. It would be Silent Hunter 3. Namely, because it has more naughty lady pictures in it, and it gets lonely on a desert island. But the main problem with stock Silent Hunter 4, in my admittedly limited experience, is that the American campaign gets less interesting as the game goes on, and then meanwhile, the German campaign in Silent Hunter 3 has a very nice natural progression. And, things get more difficult the longer that you play, and that is what we call good design, my friends. But Silent Hunter 4 certainly has its advantages, particularly in the area of graphics. There are a lot of tweaks that you can make with Silent Hunter 3 to improve its look, but it just doesn't come close to what you can get with Silent Hunter 4. So, what if we got the chocolate of Silent Hunter 3 mixed up with the peanut butter of Silent Hunter 4? Well, my friends, I would have to go to the hospital because I'm allergic to peanuts, but we'd also have what you see before you. This is Silent Hunter 4 with the Operation Monsoon super mod installed. And the aim of Operation Monsoon, I get it confused because Operation Monsoon is the mod. There's also the Monsun Gruppe, which is the U-boat unit, but this is Operation Monsoon. That's the name of the mod. And its goal is to allow the player to sail in a U-boat from anywhere that they were historically available. So, we can start a campaign in September of 1939, sailing from Kiel or Wilhelmshaven. We can sail in 1943 from Lorient. We can sail in the Baltic. We can sail in the Mediterranean. We can sail, I think, in the Black Sea. They're all available. And in fact, as the name implies, we can sail from Penang as a part of the Monsun Gruppe. Now, you already can sail as a part of the Monsun Gruppe using the U-boat missions add-on, which is a part of the stock game at this point, really. I mean, you can just buy it and it comes with it. This game actually lets you deploy from Lorient to the Far East. So you have to make that long journey around Africa to reach the placid waters of the Indian Ocean. And that was my initial idea for this playthrough. And in fact, I did make the whole journey from France to Southeast Asia, but there were a few problems, one of which was just that it wasn't fantastically interesting. The mod makers did ensure that there was some enemy traffic, but there was not a ton of it, and it just didn't make for very good viewing, in my opinion. And I also encountered some recording issues, which made the footage even more unwatchable than normal. So it didn't meet the exhaustive standards set forward by me, Effing Controller, but I think the big reason, though, is that it just wouldn't lead to a very new, exciting experience. The U-boat missions add-on is essentially a stock part of the game, as I said, and while Operation Monsoon does change that campaign and makes it better, I think the real value of this mod is that it recreates traffic in the Atlantic and in other areas. So, effectively, we've got the high-quality campaign of Silent Hunter 3 blended with the Silent Hunter 4 aesthetic. And it's mixed into a creamy, frothy concoction. So let's all have a drink, if you aren't already. So we're going to start a U-boat campaign, and the captain's name is going to be Gerd von Kegel. That's right, viewers. Gird your loins for torpedo action. I'm going to set sail in the second flotilla, which will put us in Wilhelmshaven. This, I think, puts us in... God, why can't I remember? One of the Prussian ports in the east, I believe. Why can't I remember that? That's embarrassing, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to sail there anyways. I want to sail out of Wilhelmshaven. This would put us in Kiel. I don't want to sail out of Kiel. Kiel is a nightmare. I hate Kiel because it takes forever to get through the Kaiser Wilhelm Canal or to go around Denmark. It just, neither way, suits me. So we are stuck with the Type 9. Gosh darn it. I love Type 9s. They're fun. They're very, very big and heavy and kind of not the perfect boat by any means. They have their drawbacks, but they're a lot of fun. They got a lot of torpedoes, and we all know I love torpedoes. Oberleutnant Zersiv Gerd von Kegel. You have been approved for the command of U-44, a Type 9 U-boat class submarine assigned to the 2nd Flotilla. Report to duty at Wilhelmshaven no later than September 2nd, 1939. So the war is on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Now, real quick, we do have a crew, obviously, but I already have some folks in mind, so you're welcome to go ahead and leave your name in the comments, but we already have a full crew, so sorry, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, my friend. And let's see if there's anything else. Those are the medals and such. I don't think I can really add anything to my sub at this point, right? Oh, we have emblems. We could even use our appropriate emblem. Well, interesting. I might have to come up with a custom emblem. I didn't even know about that. Was not paying attention. Now, we have type 2s, it looks like. That's nice. But I wonder if they're going to be affected by the magnetic issues. They should be. We'll see. There are duds in this. I have played this enough to know that there are duds. And boy, that was inconvenient when that happened. But should lead to maximum yucks. Now, important here, we need to change this so that it's not Babytown Frolics. There we go. So I have all of the realistic options here. I have map contact updates enabled just so that, I don't know, because I'm a noob. Also, it just helps to illustrate what's going on. And these are also on so that I can show you what's happening. They do certainly make the game easier, but it wouldn't make for very good watching. I need all the help I can get. Let's apply these changes. And we're ready to rock and roll. Let's get started. Deploy to grid CC-46 and conduct anti-shipping operations along the UK Med Africa convoy routes near the west coast of Spain/Portugal. Remain within 200 kilometers of the center of the grid and remain on station for the next 96 hours. So as you can see, our logo is off the map. Essentially, this map is not suited for us, but that's okay. We know where to go. We know what we're doing, sort of. Let's get started. We're gonna we're gonna start docked at the tender, which is actually our pen, and I'll see you guys there. All right, everybody, welcome aboard U-44. We are in the command room. Everybody's looking fresh-faced, ready to take on the world. Everything's looking very, very familiar. I feel very comfy here, especially among the hanging meat and bananas. The command room is also better known as the euphemism room. And I don't know what's happening there. That looks problematic and somewhat erotic, which is not problematic. Actually, that does look a little weird. I'm gonna go topside. That's not topside, that's the periscope. All right, so as you can see, this is good old Wilhelmshaven. It's very, very familiar and cozy. I'm gonna get us underway here. Plot a preliminary course by going to the flak gun. That is not correct. I'm still reacquainting myself with all the keyboard shortcuts. There is actually a mod that lets you use the Silent Hunter 3 shortcuts. I should install it. Just because I will make that mistake a lot. I will be pushing the wrong keys constantly, but hey, it's an added challenge. It's part of what makes this fun. Alright, so that's a good preliminary course. While I yammer on about our mission, our ideas, our goals, our aims, our ambitions, our synonyms for such words. First of all, I'm going to just show you Wilhelmshaven. It's the Wilhelmshaven that you know and love from Silent Hunter 3, I believe. I think that this is just the model from it taken and plunked into Silent Hunter 4, which isn't a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I am using what's called Omegu, which is the Operation Monsoon environmental graphics update. Operation Monsoon environmental game. I don't know. It makes the game look different, though. It makes it look more like the Atlantic. So, as opposed to the kind of wistful, that's not a word, wistful tequila sunrise look that you get with Silent Hunter 4 and its associated Pacific aesthetic. This is a little bit colder and harsher. Much more to my liking. There is a jet going overhead, by the way. That is not in-game. We would have very big problems if that was the case. Thank you to the Oregon Air National Guard. But yeah, we've got tankers. One thing I will mention is that this game adds this mod adds a metric shit ton of different ships. It is kind of annoying, actually, because, well, let's take a quick tour here. Look at all the different flavors of tanker. Now, that is very appetizing. I feel like I am at Denny's. The menu is enormous, but, you know, I wish and this could be something that exists that I'm not aware of, but why not split this instead of just having it be merchants? Have it be tankers, have it be composites, and then have another section for splits, maybe? And then another section maybe for garbage ships that you don't even want to shoot at, like the fishing boats and stuff. Just a thought. But, again, that could be a thing, and I'm just pissing and moaning about it. You can see, I've got a ways to go. Look at this. This is going to be very difficult, is what I'm trying to say, when I am on my way to attacking something and I'm trying to identify it, and it's going to take a while. But, anyways, good God, we've got our work cut out for us. But, yeah, overall, I'm very happy with how this mod has performed, based on my limited testing of it. And I'm looking forward to adventures together with you. Now, as I mentioned, the crew is already full. You can go ahead and list your name in the comments. I will be renaming all these folks momentarily, because I have to save the game and then edit the save, and it's a lot of fun. It takes forever. But if you would like to be added to the list, feel free to leave a comment. I can't guarantee that you'll get on board, because it relies on some of these people dying. And I'm going to do my best not to get them killed, but you know me, I am not great at that sometimes. And this is actually a somewhat challenging mod. I have encountered some escorts that are a little bit tenacious, so it should be fun. Also, if you have any ideas for missions, for challenges, do let me know, because I'm eager to do fun stuff with this. I want to put it through its paces, as it were. So it's kind of a shakedown cruise, if you will. But for now, I'm going to navigate us out of the calm waters of Wilhelmshaven and get to the open sea and see what kind of mischief I can stir up. Of course, always keeping you apprised of any exciting developments. I've taken care of the business of naming this wonderful, wonderful crew. Allow me to introduce to you, starting in the stern torpedo room, Hunter Tonkin, the pilot forever, Walking Corpse, Slugger, Didier Van Overbeek, and Bixk. And moving on to the propulsion rooms, we have Raptor X911, Sean Ward and Upward, Boondoggle, Lane Brown, taking it downtown to Lane Brown. That's not how that works. Whatever. Ian Andrews, Mike Rolfe, Derek Stevens, Telefono, and Hypoc 1. In the control room, Colonel Vermel, Skyhammer, fuck the sky, Newman TC, Nipsey, Loon to You, DTK 311, Splinteriz, Dick Docker, who insisted on being a medic, so I have fulfilled his wildest dreams, C. Parker, Padre Reed, Lord Hoth, and Sir Groggy. In the radio and listening rooms, aka the people I hate the most, Eisen der Vampire, Variax, Yamoni, William Brothers, Tengu 190, Avers Fudge. In the bow torpedo room, Lethal Feline, Cameron Richards, Barkerov, Steve 82, Rilder, Bob Petrov, R. Blinson, Sarkron, and Shadow Raptor. I'm going to move down here to the damage control team of two inimitable crewmen, Caxter 22 and the Kalkalash. And then finally, topside, we have Tailmange, Cthulhu Fake, the Derp 2, Michael Voss, Rurak 100, Les Courtney, a little less Courtney, a little more action, Swack, 5678 Sawthorn. Okay. Fishing's Boat, the Necromancrist, who honestly should be a medic. I also heard it's bad luck to bring a woman aboard a ship, but we already have bad luck, so whatever. Verukterwurfel, That's German for crazy cube. Do you know who that is now? That's crazy cubicle guy. Anyways, Bobo der Geier. That's German for vulture. I'm taking this as an opportunity to learn. Akuda721, Matt Jan 86, and finally David Fanciola. So glad to have you all aboard, and I'm going to revise my previous remark about how to get aboard. I'm also going to actually move the boat. I'm going to actually post a link in the description to a Google form that will allow you to apply. I guess there's no requirement other than that you have a name. So go ahead and fill that out, and I will add you to the list. Don't know what was happening there. And once vacancies arise, you will be added. And those are just people, by the way, that have donated to me on Patreon. They've been longtime friends and supporters of the channel. They've also been in the queue for other games, and I feel bad that they got overlooked. So it's just kind of a hodgepodge of different people. Don't take it personally if I forgot you. There's just a lot of people that have contributed to this channel's success. I would love to celebrate you all in a wild orgy of semen and torpedoes, but regrettably, this game is not capable of that. But for the time being, this is our crew. Apply if you will, and we will sail on into the sunset or sunrise? Sunset. Good. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about our mission. We've made a little bit of progress since we last spoke, and I was thinking about how to approach our grid, CG, is that right? CC46, and remain on station for night. I think that's a typo. CC46 is out in BFE. At this point in the war, this is not an interesting place to be. And if that is our assignment, I'm not going there. I could, theoretically, I think I have enough fuel. But I'm not going to, because this is much more fun. And the actual description said that I should go to the Mediterranean Africa convoy route, and this is where that would be. So, as far as how to get there, I think you might be able to tell how I've already decided to go. But basically, there were two options. Really, strictly speaking, only one option to the sensible U-boat captain. The first being to go through the Denmark Strait. Is that the Denmark Strait, or is this the Denmark Strait? Well, through here or through here, and then come on down this way. The other way would be, if you're super dumb, go through the channel. The channel is a nightmare. It is a bad place to go because it is shallow, and there's usually a lot of enemy anti-submarine ships in the area. I figure that it's early enough in the war that I can face down that challenge very adeptly, and it would be a good way to get our feet wet, as it were. Hopefully our feet do not literally get wet, because that would mean our sub has water inside of it, and we all know how that would happen. We don't want that. So let's just hope that I can adeptly command us as we sail through the Dover Strait and on into the Channel, and then from there into the wide open Atlantic. That's the plan as it stands now, and if you are on the crew, it's too late. I'm not letting you off.